Hello all and welcome to Wow Crochet Designs. My name is Mary, coming to you with our vlog for the month, and not just for the month, for our annual year called Remember September. Now Remember September is all about things that's happened from last September to this September, plus what's going to happen through to the next 3 weeks. Left of September, or was it 2.5 weeks? Doesn't matter. Let's quickly have a glance at what has happened for the last 12 months to date. So there you have it, guys. That is 1 year in the making, from last September to this September. We do this video every year this time, and it's all about not just what's going to happen next month and thereafter, but all about what happened in the year that passed. Now, I have to tell you, there was a lot of stuff there. It goes to show how much we create here on the channel just for you. Get excited. Well, for me too, especially for me in this case, because if you saw some of our Halloween projects, this included. Plus, when we created this one, we couldn't see this one on the channel, so we created it in this one. So I have 2 of these, and I love wearing vests anyway, so it doesn't hurt me to have an extra one. But I realized that there would have been no way we would have been able to see black on the channel. It's really difficult to record with black. When I find out a way to record with black that you can see, we're going to create a whole lot of black items, really. But in the meantime, we're going to move right along. If you wanted to create anything you saw on that list that you just saw, on that clip that you just saw, I've left a playlist called Remember September 2024, and that is all of the items you saw on that playlist from start right up to today, this very moment. So you can create any one of those, but don't go yet, because I'm about to tell you what's happening for the month of September and thereafter. At the beginning of every year, I pop up a video called The Beginning 2020, whatever it is, in this case 2024. And in that video, I explain all of the items that we're going to create or might create throughout the year. First thing we haven't done yet is Tunisian. Best part about that is we are going to do Tunisian, by the way, if you're new to the channel. We're going to do a few projects of Tunisian, and the best part about that is it's happening next week. So it's very, very exciting. And when we did our live antics on our live, the lovely Rosalind chose pink. So we'll be making a small square, I don't know how big, maybe a coaster size, practicing our very first Tunisian stitch using the color pink that Rosalind chose. Very exciting, very, very exciting. All right. Then we've got our stash busting. We did a stash busting project, and we've got a stash busting video number 2, which we did not complete, which somebody I know didn't complete. We won't talk about who she is. So stash busting video part 2 should have been done, let's see, May, June, July? I can't remember. It doesn't matter. We're doing it. I don't know when, but that's coming. Keyring holder. Let's go through them all, and then we'll talk about them. Keyring holder, lace collar or modesty top, if you will. Remember September. Yay! I could cross that off the list. Funny videos, pet bed, top down top, pocket shawl, Bellevue Park top, stash busting sweater, and a free pattern surprise, which I'll talk about in a minute. We've already done that. We're going to do another one. What? Not today though, but we are going to do another one. All right. So going back to it, we talked about the stash busting video that I haven't done yet, but I will be doing that over the next few weeks. Keep in mind that one video will go up, and that video will be all about when you grab a yarn off your shelf, you pop it on the table, you type it up in the computer on wherever you want to put it. Now I'm going to use Ravelry. Now Ravelry's, look, if you haven't been a part of Ravelry, you must join. Ravelry, you can go into the yarn section and you can store your yarn, and it gives you the options of acrylic, wool, whatever it is, and then it says how many grams, how many meters, how many yardages, whatever it is that it tells you you can put in there. Depends on what you've got written on your label, yeah? And if you haven't got a label, don't worry about it. Grab a kitchen scales and weigh it. Weigh your yarn, because you might find that you've, like, let's just say this one here, right there, look at that bag. Some of them have got labels, and I know for a fact that 2 of these colours in here don't have a label. I don't know what they are. I do know they're 10 ply, Aran weight or a 4 weight. So I know that I can type in on Ravelry, you know, Aran weight, da-da-da-da. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that, but that's pretty much what we're going to do on part 2 of our stash busting video. Now, there were 3 parts to it. Part 1 is already been complete. I've left that part in the description box down below. So part 1 has been complete. Part 2, I don't know when I was supposed to make that, but that one is coming, and that's all about grabbing your yarn off the shelf, putting it in on the computer and saying it's on shelf number 1, 2, 3, 4, far left. So even if you don't write far left, there's one shelf, that's the 4th shelf, you can go through and you can find it. If they've got labels, you can pop in all sorts of details if you want as well. Ravelry is amazing. So if you're not a part of Ravelry, join, meet me here in a week or so time, and we will do our yarn stash, and you can actually set your shelving up the way you want it. And whenever you bring yarn in from the shops, first thing you do, open up Ravelry, bang, 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 type up all the skeins that you purchase, how many, grams, yardage, meter, and then you pop it on that shelf. And then when you're thinking, oh, wow, I need some green yarn, you go into Ravelry and you look it up. Or we can also do one in Excel on your computer as well. So for now, we're going to focus on Ravelry. Part 3, we'll talk about doing one on the computer as well, which is Excel, and you can decide whether you want to use Ravelry or Excel. But if you did it in Ravelry, here's the thing, if you did it in Ravelry, you can export it to Excel. So it'll be automatically on your Excel sheet as well. So you're going to have plenty of options as to how you want to store your yarn, and we'll talk about that throughout our stash busting video, part 2. All right, so I'm going to put a little circle there to say when I complete it, I tick it off. Okay, so Tunisian will be completed next week. Key ring holder, something tiny, something small. We were supposed to do it as part of our, I planned between, I think May, I can't remember if it was May or June, right up to September, October, to do little things like this, just to toss in a few little things and create them on top of all our big things like our tops, our blankets, our jacket. We'll talk about that in a minute as well. On top of all of that, we plan on doing these little tiny things. And what these little things do is they give you a little bit of break in between larger projects so that you don't get completely bored and put off working on your big projects, okay? Once you complete a big project, start doing a couple of little ones that helps you out with your creating, really. So the keyring holder is one thing we have to do. The lace collar or modesty top. Now I did that not long ago, and it was like a little lace thing across here, and I made one for a dress that I was wearing that I didn't like how low it was. So I thought, why not do one of those on the channel? We are going to do one, not right now, but it's part of September, October projects. Now remember September, yay, I'm ticking that off because we're doing it right now. Oh, funny videos, I can tick that off because this is one, isn't it? No. So funny videos, if you didn't know, guys, occasionally, I haven't done one for ages, occasionally I pop up a funny video where you get to laugh at my expense, I mean with me, from all the silly things that I do, whether they are bloopers, whether they are our top 13 crochet challenges that you guys set for me not long ago. I've popped that link in the description box down below as well. That's the second link you come to. The first link will be the playlist to this video here. The second link will be the stash busting video part 1. And the third link will be the 13 challenges. You must watch that. It's me trying to crochet using unusual situations like using oven mitts or walking on a treadmill or dancing or eating spaghetti. We did some weird stuff, but you must check that out. And they're the sort of funny things we do when we need a break from it all and we just want to sit back and relax and have a cup of coffee and watch that video and laugh about it at my expense. Anyway, moving right along, we're going to see some more funny videos, and I've ticked it off. We don't want to tick it off. We're not ready yet. I have organised a bloopers video. So far I have 5 minutes worth. When I get a little bit more, I'll upload it. Pet bed. We have not done a pet bed. We were supposed to do that from a long time ago and we haven't done it. Top down top. We are doing one in summer, of our summer here in Australia, which is around, I don't know, December, January, of that time. We'll say December, yeah, just before Christmas. That way it gives you an option. You can create it for a family or friend for Christmas. Pocket shawl. Get excited, guys. You know, that pocket shawl is 3 years overdue. I have popped it in the beginning of the year this year, the beginning last year, and the beginning of the year before. 3 years overdue. Now, the reason I'm getting excited, guys, is because guess what? I started that pocket shawl last night. Now, I started recording it last night, but when I say last night, yesterday afternoon, yeah? But it's going to take a while to record. As you know, the pocket shawls are long, so I know for a fact you're getting that within the next 2 weeks. I don't know what day yet. Bear in mind that each row takes a long time. Keep that in mind, yes? All right, Bellevue Park top. I still haven't sent that off for testing yet, so we can't do anything with it, but we'll keep it in mind. Stash busting sweater. Now that one there, I promised you this particular sweater. I think it was about 7 or 8 months ago. We're going to do it. We'll probably do it, mind you, we'll probably do it in October when our winter is gone and our autumn is gone and our spring has arrived. But that, I can't do much about that. It's just been a delay on the sweater, but I think we'll probably do that around October or November. Actually, more so around November, because October we have something like, what's it called? Halloween. Which is my next step. Halloween. This year for Halloween, guys, as you know, for those of my regulars would know that I actually do a massive thing for Halloween. But this year I've decided not to do such a big Halloween and to do a bigger Christmas. All right. So, but for Halloween this year, you haven't missed out. This is going to be a great Halloween. Great Halloween. We have 2 items that I'm creating. I'm not going to talk about what they are. They're a surprise. But what I will say is we're going to create 2 items, and I'll have a tiny little funny video. Not a big one like I usually have every year for Halloween. At one stage we had a full-on puppet show for Halloween. We spent months creating 3 different types of puppets, or was it 4? 1, 2, 3. It was 3. 3 different types of, how many did we make? 3 different types of puppets, and we did a full puppet show. I created a stage. I made a stage, a box, everything. I made the curtains, everything. So there you go. If you wanted to see the puppet show, I've popped the puppet show in the link in the description box down below. And right at the very base of all the links, you're going to see a Halloween link. Now, the reason I'm putting it in now is to show you all of the Halloween things we've done over the past few years, because we're in September and we're nearing Halloween. So if you didn't want to make this year's projects when they come up, and you want to get a head start and make something else, you can check out our Halloween playlist and you can make something from there. And over the next few weeks, I'm going to be popping a lot of Halloween past projects up on my community board, some on my Facebook page, and even some on Instagram, giving everybody that chance, if they wanted to create something before we start uploading our Halloween projects, they can make something from our past projects. So there you go. And as I mentioned earlier, free pattern surprise. Now, that means one lucky subscriber gets to win a written pattern that's a paid pattern on my website for free. And recently, the lovely Bonnie won this one here. Now, this one, we made the color combination in the same colors as the Taylor Swift dress that everybody was creating, but I didn't want to copy someone's dress, so I made my own little cardigan jacket, if you will. I did make this in a 10-ply Aran weight cotton, so it's kind of a little bit heavier for a cardigan, if you will. You could probably use it as a jacket. The fact that it's made in cotton means you could actually use it for a cardigan even on the cooler nights of your warmer months as well. So you can wear it all year round. If you think about it, you can wear your cardigan / jacket all year round, yeah? And this one here was named by the lovely Bonnie. We did a surprise on the channel here. I talked about it and I asked everyone to name it. And Bonnie came up with the name of Groovy Threads. And it was so appropriate for this particular cardigan, being the fact that it's a granny stitch that's being used upside down. Granny stitch that's being used upside down. No, that's... I'm looking at it this way. It's the granny stitch. So, and the fact that it was made with cotton means threads, groovy threads. I think it was so appropriate for the cardigan. All right, so that's happening, and it's going to be happening more over the next few months. Keep your eyes peeled. You will see the word surprise on the video. You will see the word surprise. I will talk about it. I will share it on social media, everywhere on Instagram, Facebook. You will see it happening. It'll go all over the place, and you'll have a whole week to do either a name or a color or something in reference with that project. And one lucky person gets to win the paid pattern for free. And some of those patterns will be projects on our channel, and some won't. So keep that in mind. And the other thing I wanted to mention is our jacket. Don't forget, guys, we are in the middle of our jacket. I'm sorry, we are towards the end of our jacket now. Our jacket is an annual project, so your jacket will not be finished until the very first week of December. I say the first week. I think we might get it done by the first week if we are consistent. If we do what we've been doing over the past few months, we're able to put parts 6, 7 and 8 all within the same 3 weeks of each other, then we won't. But I hope to get it all complete by December. Keep in mind, there's a lot of parts to it. I have divided part 7 between a 7A and a 7B because putting your fronts to your backs are totally different for certain sizes. So I will show parts 7B. That'll be extra small to medium and 3 extra large to 5 extra large. Your part of attaching your fronts to the back will come in part 7B, which will probably be sometime next week or the week after. Not exact dates, I don't know yet. And on a sadder note, guys, for those of you who know or are a part of our channel, one of our subscribers did pass, and that's the lovely Franca. We created this gorgeous mud rug in honor of Franca. She was a massive part of our channel, and some of the items that we created on the channel that you might see up there on the screen now were created because Franca really, really pushed me. I want this and I want that, she says. And she really pushed me, and we loved her to pieces, and we made a beautiful mud rug in corner to corner because she loved the corner to corner stitch in the purple in honor of our beautiful Franca. That will be my coaster for the rest of 2024 here on my table. So there you go. And that's pretty much it, guys. I will try and get these tutorials out to you over the next few months. Once again, if they don't get out this year, they'll be transferred into next year. We will not just wipe them off like they never existed. I will transfer them into the next year. Like I've done with the pocket shawl that we were supposed to create for the past 3 years in a row. But don't stress, because I've started that one finally, and we are going to create that shawl. Thank you very much for watching us here at Wow Crochet Designs. My name is Mary. This was Remember September. Have a lot of fun going through all of the projects that we've created over the past year, and look forward to the new ones that are coming along soon. Ciao for now.